What is up, guys? Welcome to another video. Today we're going to be talking about basically I don't know why there was a huge pause there, but basically we're talking about why we settle for less, and you know why games nowadays aren't even full. Like we often pay for half games, and then most of the game comes with DLC packs. And I'm just going to talk about that. You know, I talked about this quite a while back, so if you do kind of remember me talking about some things, you know now why. But I'm pretty sure I did make a commentary about this. But my opinions have changed, thoughts have changed, and I think, you know, generally, I think it's time to talk about this because it's quite an interesting topic, and I think that, you know, this could lead to things. So yeah, let's do this. Okay, so just to let you know, before we actually do get into this commentary, I do all my commentaries without a script or anything. So if I do kind of go off topic, as I normally do, you know, don't worry about it. It's not because, you know, I'm not following a quote-unquote script. This is all off the top of my head. Like, this is all my opinion, all my, you know, my fresh thought, I guess you could say. So why do we not pay for full games? I'm going to use Forza Motorsport for it as an example, because that's a great example of this in the racing genre. Basically, you pay for your 40 quid game, and that comes with your base cars, base tracks, base everything. Then cars are released in DLC packs. I believe, I don't know how many there were, but there were over half the game's worth of cars were released or re-released in DLC packs. These cars, you can see them in game. You can see them, you know, with other people's driver cars using them, or just the AI using them, or whatever. You can see the cars, they're there, they're real, but you can't use them unless you buy the DLC packs. Now, in my opinion, that's just straight up wrong. DLC packs, firstly, should be an add-on to the game. There shouldn't be, you know, something that is required to have the full game, you know what I mean? It should be something that's, like, additional, you know. You can have it if you want to, but it's really not that important. And secondly, if you don't own the DLC, you shouldn't be, you know, kind of tempted to buy it because one of your friends' driver cars is using it. That's wrong in my opinion. Like, that's borderline, like, I don't even know, but that's just fucked. Like, you should not be able to do that. You know, there's loads of other examples. You know, GTA Online, I know that's obviously free DLC, but half that game was DLC. You know, you didn't pay for a full game. You know, obviously it comes in free DLC and but the game you get, the stock game you get, if you don't have online or whatnot, isn't going to be the game that's going to be, you know, at the end of its life cycle. That's another example. What I want to talk about is, are we really, like, the DLC and the microtransactions, why are we paying for games that aren't full? You know, as consumers, you know, I've seen movements recently where people are demanding for more. They want more from games, they want this, they want that. Why are we not demanding more in our games? Why are we not demanding more content, more this, more that? Why are we paying for unfinished games? Now, you know, this isn't just the racing genre, it's COD. It's the only game I can think of which actually doesn't do this is Halo, to be honest. You know, why can't we go back to the days where Need for Speed Underground 2 literally was a full game? San Andreas, I'm pretty sure, has more content than GTA 5 has. You know, there's all these examples. Why are we not paying for full games is what I want to know. And why have we just suddenly kind of settled for less is what I'm a bit confused about. Because, you know, it always used to be, you know, the consumers are the god, the consumers are this, consumers that. But recently, it seems like they don't really care. You know, no one really cares. We're kind of just there to be there, you know, obviously to be milked out of, basically. And, you know, with DLC cards costing 2 quid per virtual card, which actually has no really real use, when you could probably get a non-DLC card for just as good, you know. The most prominent example of this in any game is in Most Wanted 2012 with the Hennessy Venom. That thing was OP, and you had to pay for it, you know. It was definitely the fastest car on the game, and you had to pay for it. If you were playing versus people online with that car, you didn't have a chance at all. Like, you were just going to get absolutely smoked. And I just don't know why people are suddenly only playing for half-price games. You know, even Grid does this. Like, so many of the games do this, and I'm pretty sure the crew will do this, you know. I don't understand why we are settling for less, and I do really kind of want to get a movement to kind of get people to start paying for proper games again. You know, I want to get like a Need for Speed game and not, you know, have to pay for like 6 Cop and Racer DLC packs. You know, I don't want to have to buy a Forza game and then have half the cars, you know, DLC. It shouldn't be that way. And I think it is straight up wrong, and no one should ever do that because it really is just wrong. And I don't know. I think personally it's morally wrong. And, you know, when I pay 40 quid for a game, I want the whole fucking game. You know, the whole kind of model at the moment is just broken. People are making free-to-play games just for microtransactions. People are selling games and adding more DLC. Like, obviously, you know the whole pay-to-win concept. That should not exist in a £40 game. You know, with the whole token system in Forza Motorsport, that shouldn't exist. Because that is ridiculous, you know. I'm paying 40 quid for this game. I don't want it to be paid to win. I want to have to, you know, even they did it in GT6. I believe one car was like £70 or something stupid. We shouldn't settle for less anymore. And I think that, you know, as consumers, we have a right and we have a voice, and we should hear that. We should try and make that voice heard. You know, like I've been hearing this everywhere. People are listening. You know, like Ivory Tower, they're listening. You know, just loads of other companies. Now, this isn't just, you know, the developers themselves. It's probably going to, you know, branch off to, you know, the actual companies themselves, like the publishers such as EA, THQ, Ubisoft, obviously not giving enough development time to the separate companies. And I think we should really get our voice heard, because to be honest, it's pissing me off, and I'm pretty sure it's going to be pissing you guys off as well, the fact that you're not paying for full games anymore. But I think I've kind of covered everything I want to talk about. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you like, subscribe. My Twitter, Twitch, forum, and everything else is down in the description below. And I shall see you later. Peace.